Raising kids is the most demanding, frustrating, and scariest thing most of us ever do. But it's also the most rewarding. How we raise our children doesn't just impact our own family, it changes what the world looks like tomorrow.
I was born the year my parents declared bankruptcy. We didn't have a lot growing up. Mom and Dad made huge sacrifices every single day. But looking back, those were the most important years of my life. They were figuring out how money really works, and they raised me with the principles they were learning.
For more than 20 years, I've helped people take control of their money. But before any of that, I was a dad. And I was a dad who was determined to teach my kids how to not screw up with money the way that I did.
How do I plan for college or help her learn to send herself to college debt-free?
How do I teach them things like contentment and generosity?
Teach them that money actually comes from work.
How do we avoid raising spoiled, entitled, or ungrateful kids?
No matter what you're facing, the good news is your kids have a clean slate. You can change your family legacy right now.
Smart Money, Smart Kids takes your desire to raise money-smart kids and gives you the practical steps to achieve it. These principles work. They worked for my parents, and because of how my parents raised me, they've worked for me too. And that's not because I'm Dave Ramsey's daughter. It's because I've lived out these principles my entire life. That's the greatest gift my parents ever gave me. And it's a gift you can give your own children.
We all want something better for our kids. And now is your time to start preparing the next generation to win with money.
We're in Shoreham, Vermont, the home of Whistle Pig Whiskey. The goal of this newcomer to the whiskey industry is to be the first farm-to-bottle rye whiskey brand made all in the United States since Prohibition.
We started in the middle of the most severe recession in the country's recent history. So you could get a lot of stuff done for less. There wasn't that much work going on. So from A to Z, you could get quick turns on everything at reasonably low prices. If you look at companies that start in the depths of a recession where resources are tight and you have to make decisions which would result in near-term revenue, you have much stronger companies because they were born in the baptism of fire. Frequently, companies that start in severe recessions tend to be around for a lot longer that start at the frothy tops of booms. There are times as an entrepreneur when you stake your own ground and say, I'm going to create a business myself, I'm going to work for myself, where you stare at some dark, dark chasms, some cold, lonely nights when you alone believe in the vision that you're pursuing, and your net payables to net receivables on a 30-day basis make you entirely insolvent. And yet there's something that says, go on, this will work. And I think that's what separates entrepreneurs from others. It's the ability to take risk. As you learn from your failures, you're able to better calculate what risks to take and when to really hold on. In its core, being an entrepreneur is based on a firm conviction that I can do it. I can make something happen. I can make something work. You know that it's make or break, do or die. Actually, the area began with this river that's frozen over now. There used to be a couple of grist mills in here that kept a little hamlet, as they called it, alive with the buzzing of saws and the grinding of grain that was powered off of the river in summertime. And now we're sort of bringing this area back to life after it was a failed dairy farm in the form of what will hopefully be the country's first and finest farm-based distillery. The skeptics be damned. And you'll carry through to the end to make that work.
What sounds did Biggie make?
He's not even hungry.
I'm Kat Clifford with Entrepreneur.
Place your bets. The digital era is here, and companies are thinking big, shaping markets, changing the way we work and live, even taking on some of the toughest problems the world faces today. In this year's Tech Vision, we take a look at the race to create incredible customer-centric experiences, the new cooperative nature of competition, and why the boundaries of your business will never be the same. The world around us is rapidly becoming a digital fabric. This Internet of Things is giving companies the ability to work together to shape experiences and outcomes in unprecedented ways. The next generation of digital leaders are already